My dear friends, I hope this finds you well. It's been a challenging week in Am Yisrael. Last week, leading into Shabbat, we had heard news of a terrible murder in Yerushalayim. And then as we left Shabbat, the really awful details of the murder of Orion Spacher, Zecher Tzadeket Levracha, Hashem Yikom Dama, the details came to light. And it's just been a very painful couple of days, and I can only imagine the pain that her family is going through. And her mother at the levaya, the funeral of her daughter, as she was burying her daughter, said that we just need to add light. Her daughter Ori was a woman of great light, of great compassion, great wisdom, great sensitivity, even at a young age. And so the message that came out was, we need to add light. And it is, of course, appropriate that the beginning of our Parsha Tetzave, talks exactly about doing that, about creating the oil that will sit in the menorah, that will burn in the menorah, and that will always be lit. And the Parsha opens up, Ve'ata Tetzave B'nei Yisrael, and you, Moshe, command all of the Jewish people, V'ikchu elecha, and let them bring to you shemen zayit zach, pure oil, katit lamaor, crushed, in order to illuminate lehalot ner tamid, in order to light up, to kindle the lamp always. There's a lot going on in that verse, but I want to focus on the idea that the olive oil specifically needs to be crushed. And the rabbis compare the Jewish people to the olive, in that just like the olive, in order for it to do what it's supposed to do, to go from bitter to sweet, to allow us to use it for its many purposes, it needs to be crushed. It needs to go through that process, that difficult process. And so to the Jewish people, in order for us to bring into this world the great light that we are destined to bring and that we have brought, we also unfortunately need to go through that process of being crushed. But I think one thing to focus on, as challenging as that idea is that in order for the olive oil, and for the difficulty, right, that crushing process, in order for it to bring out the light, it's specifically when all of Am Yisrael, when all of the Jewish people come together. Moshe speaks, God tells Moshe to speak to the Jewish people. Bring it together, bring your experiences together. If we all bring, if you want to make olive oil, you can't just use one olive. You need to have many, it's this whole contribution, everyone bringing what they can. When the Jewish people are unified, when the Jewish people are together, when the Jewish people are respecting each other, when we're celebrating each other, when we're finding opportunities to be with one another regardless of our differences, then we can bring light into the world. Then we take all of our experiences when we're there for one another, when other people are going through challenging experiences, when we're there for one another, when we create space for one another, then those difficult experiences, that crushed experience, gets elevated and brings light into this world. And so as we internalize the message of Ari's mother to bring light into this world, let's come together. Let's join together as Jewish people. Let's join together this Shabbat, this Friday night at our beautiful musical Kabbalat Shabbat. Let's join together on Shabbat. Let all the Jewish people, let's find opportunities to celebrate our unity. And with that, let us bring light into this world so that we can get rid of all of the darkness. Shabbat Shalom.